things like this, and I don't really like that.
Yeah.
And you might cut a relationship without having really given it a chance. On the other hand, sometimes you give it a lot of a chance and it still doesn't work out for various reasons. So it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one to, but I believe that dating, meeting a lot of people, seeing different kinds of women, different girls, different backgrounds, different orientations is very important. I don't think one should hesitate to date.
Right. You tell that story always about the psychologist that said he doesn't know how to talk to girls and he went to the park.
Yes, Albert Ellis, who created a psychology called rational emotive therapy, which means that you can think a certain way and behave in a certain way. If you take 10 people who are lined up at traffic lights, they're all lined up and they're agitated to get somewhere, but if you go to each of the 10 cars and you look in, each one is responding to the same situation differently. So his philosophy was that you can change your feelings and your behavior around a situation. That's what rational emotive therapy is. And he was the one who was terrified of girls, women, and that's what I must have told.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the park and he would sit there and he would talk to girls and to women, and so that he could get to know them and to know what they think and how they think, so that he got over his anxiety. That was one of the things that we talked about.
You see, in my case, because I was in Belgium, I was alone, I was in boarding school. I used to take out. We never took out. It was a principle.
You never took out the Jews.
We never took out
Only
Jews.
the shiksas, unless
Only shiksas. Only shiksas. If you want to have fun, you took out shiksas. You can do anything you want with them. Anything. You took out a Jewish girl.
Only serious.
It's only serious.
Right.
That's that was
That was
serious.
the norm.
That was the norm. It was they accepted. That's why. So when I got to Cape Town, all of a sudden there were no shiksas to take out.
It probably was zillion. But you
Probably, but I
But it
didn't know who they
wasn't,
are.
you
yeah.
didn't give yourself a chance.
So my cousin introduced me to Madam here because they used to live next to one another.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. So that's it.
Anki, what are your theories now? What are you thinking at the moment?
What do I think? I don't know, it's a good question. What about?
What are you thinking about relationships at the moment? Gabs, tell me if that's edible.
Yes.
What are my thoughts? That maybe that you should I'm not sure if this is targeted at relationships, but mainly that one should try to be at some sort of peace with oneself, or feel whole on oneself before approaching relationship.
Definitely.
I think I'd been like the way I'd approached it up to now, up to this one. Like since I broke up with Noga, was like, well, there's this like void, there's missing a person, I want to get married, I'm missing a person in my life, and everything I do is like it's like haphazard to some extent because things are only whole if you have a partner, if you have a person, then you can only really think of your life and think ahead if you have the person who's going to live that with you, And I think what I've come to realize now is that actually that may not be the correct way to approach this whole game. Is that if you maybe take time to look at yourself and say, well, actually there is like wholeness to me even when I'm on my own. I can appreciate that and find out, and have conversation with that, and then approach, take that approach to dating and to meeting people, then maybe that can bring about something, hopefully something better. So I think that's my take now.
Are you saying that you don't use another person to fill you?
Yes, yeah, that
you complete
that they won't,
yourself.
that they won't.
They won't.
That you don't now? Is it a new understanding from this past relationship or
yeah,
before?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a new understanding. Is that or more of a new the new understanding is that I think I may have, without realizing, have actually been expecting the other person to fill a void.
To fill you.
To fill a void and to complete me, which is something that you can expect from a relationship, but there is that part, of us as people. We want someone to complete us, but when I look at the part of me that's maybe not there, that's just me, then that's not going to be completed with a person. That a person can't help me tie that up or set that up, or they can, maybe they can, and maybe it can happen, and maybe some people, while they're in a relationship, or they do work on that. I'm sure that happens, but I'm saying you can't say, well, if I have these things that I carry around with me, they'll all just go away when I find a person. They'll be okay. I mean, I know maybe it sounds quite true to me.
Yeah.
I think my realization is that maybe I've been doing that a bit over the past few months. That maybe that's maybe part of why I think going to India is a good idea and taking some time is a good idea, because maybe finding how to stop outsourcing happiness, stop outsourcing feeling of completion. How to have that, based on you, on your inner.
It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, Moshe, you'll tell me what you think. I do think though that when you choose a partner, that you do want them to complete you in some sense. Right. That they take care of, they look after, they have certain strengths that you might not have,
Yep.
and certain weaknesses that you might not have. So hopefully through that you kind of balance each other. But if, as you say, you go into a relationship expecting that person to fill you completely, to fulfill all your needs, then maybe that isn't realistic.
I think, with Sarah, I remember on one occasion at least, I told her, I said, I haven't been this happy, when I was, as I am with you for a very long while. Which is a nice thing to say. I think it's a very nice thing to say.
Beautiful thing.
But in hindsight, I say, but I'm not sure. If I look at me, I'm not sure that's actually. I want to be happy going into the relationship also. I want to be happy just as myself. I want to bring a good me into a relationship, a me that doesn't feel like it really needs. we do need.
Yes, definitely.
But
But the need mustn't.
It can't be like this. Something that slightly veers over to maybe being dependent, maybe being like feeling wrong, because that even if that's like subconscious and that's below like the surface, it'll reflect in the relationship. It'll the other person, who even without consciously feeling it, it'll affect them. It'll affect how they view you, and I feel that.
Okay, it's a very interesting observation and experience that you're seeing now. That maybe it can frighten somebody away. The neediness.
It's not even frightened away as much as it's like
or overwhelmed.
There's what you bring weight. You bring weight to them. And that's something that's going to be there, even if they don't notice it or can't call it, or if it doesn't consciously.
But now, let me ask you something. That one girl that you dated that really, really liked you.
Yes.
Did you feel that she didn't come to you filled enough by herself? Was her need of you too much for you? Do you know what I'm asking?
No, I don't.
In other words, she really, really wanted you and wanted to be with you.
So I don't think it's the need was too much for me, but I know what I look for, what attracts me a lot.
Yes.
I won't say that what like that girl had bought with her was unattractive, at least not consciously. But I will say what is very attractive is when I feel the other person brings like their story, like they come with a life, with a.
They've got a personality.
They've got like a concrete personality, life, a being about them that's like that you can feel like they. Like it's more of a dance. It's more of guiding one another more than me guiding another person. You know, I don't think I want to feel like I am constantly guiding the other person. I feel like you want to feel like there's a dance. Does that make sense?
Totally.
So
totally, it is that.
So
it is that.
I thought, like you said, Nonnu took you dancing. Why did you like that Nonnu took you dancing? Because he had
that sort of the personality.
Yeah, he had a passion for something, and it was a specific something that you found interesting.
Yes.
You know, you could say, "I like this. This is good." But a person, not all people can say that about themselves. Some people just they do things. You know, they do what everyone does. And I find I really like when someone can say, I like this, this is good for me, this is not good for me, you know? So that also is, I mean, it's a bit of a different angle to the whole thing, but it's like when a person comes as something whole, something more of a proper form, then you feel that, you want that.
So you think that the traveling, it's like a spiritual journey for most people going to India.
I wouldn't put all that weight on it and saying it's a spiritual journey. I'd say it's a good way to get away.
Rounding yourself out.
Yeah, exactly. Get away, take some time, think, change atmosphere, change scenery, you know. Reflect, definitely reflect. I'm not shying away from saying it's a good time to reflect on the war, reflect on the relationship, reflect on studying.
Yeah, I just want to give you a little tip, one more tip. Whenever you go out with a girl, remember one thing. What counts more for her is not you, it's what she thinks. No, just that. No. She thinks. I was for example, I was going out with 2 Sephardi girls,
at the same time.
No.
Yeah, you
One-
were dating.
Yeah, with that, yeah. One was when I was younger, and we got caught attached, but her father wanted hard because I was not rich. They were very rich people. Even though he was very free with my father, he pushed her away. Okay,
Right.
that's one thing. And the second one came, and I saw the princess. And to this day, she's still a princess, even though her husband passed away. She's still a princess.
She would have had the shirts ironed.
Right.
She would have arranged to have a full-time maid, okay, which she has, by the way, I believe in Miami or something else. Anyway, that's. Unfortunately, she passed. Her husband passed away, so he was a lovely guy. And so what I'm saying to you is that you choose what is best for you. It's not what I think is best for you. It's not what Gabby or Granny feel what is best for you. You choose what you think is best for you. If you feel that this girl she likes a bohemian life like you, wearing sandals on Friday night,
No,
go for it. Huh?
But wait,
Yeah.
you started saying something about how it's not about what she sees in you; it's about what she sees in herself.
Yeah.
It was always a woman thinks about herself. Okay,
In
She
what, in
always
what
thinks about-
sense?
huh?
In what sense?
What is it for her? What is it for her? You only think one thing. You just want a companion. Somebody who's going to come with you. Somebody who's going to take care of your house. Somebody's going to take care of your clothing. Yeah, it is. That's what you do. She comes. She says, "What sort of life am I going to have there?" Okay, it's all very nice me going in and giving myself to him, but what's he going to do for me? Is he going to take me out? Is he going to take me traveling? Is he going to buy me a car? Yeah, all these things count. Am I going to be a slave, or am I going to be somebody who's taken care of, taken notice of? You must understand. We are two different people. Okay, and that is what a woman thinks. And so before you put your needs forward, hold it, stop it there. Say, what are her needs? Her needs that are like to this, and her parents are particularly like that. Or then you see if that is your scene or not. If it is your scene, then you pursue it. If it's not your scene, then you know what? From the word go, goodbye and good luck. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. I mean, when I met Gay, I used to go out at night, always in a suit. Always wore a suit. Because that is the way I was used to in Europe. You went out, you never wore out with the jeans or with whatever it is. That's the way it is. In South Africa, it was different. I went out with Gay. I used to with Granny. I used to pay for this. I used to pay for that. In South Africa, they never used to do this in Cape Town. The guys, they had short arms and long pockets. We went out together. If they went out together, they said, right? You had a Coca-Cola, you pay so much. I pay. I had a whiskey, I pay so much. I said.
We're talking about 17
We're talking about 70. All right, things might have changed a little bit, not so
Yeah.
much. Believe me, it hasn't changed that much. Okay, in Cape Town.
We don't know.
But the fact remains that there are differences. Okay, even to this day, there are differences between
Very
Granny and
much
I.
so.
Huh?
Very much so.
So there are. There's the answer.
Temperament, totally different temperaments. Totally. Nonnu said his voice will go up in 10 minutes. It'll be raised. I have to really push me to get to that point, but I do get to that point. But what is your view, Gabski, at the moment on life and relationships? Do you have one?
I wish I had one. My view on it is that I'd like to try it. I'd love to be in one.
Yeah, like Oren also wants to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This girl that I was telling you about today, who I spoke to today, she said, she's ready to try again. She said, and I was quite impressed with her start. She didn't say that I've been wounded now and therefore I'm bitter and resentful. Not at all. She just said, I'll go on the dating line, I'll start up again. I'll just try not to give myself away so freely. And maybe that's also what you're talking about, Oren. The giving yourself away too freely. You know, with a little bit of reserve. Not to give your whole heart and soul on a plate. I don't know. Some people want that.
Yeah, so it's fun.
It's fun, or I know, if I'm, you know, maybe that's me. That's me. If I know, if I feel for a person, then I don't want to shy. Maybe you're right. It's not strategic, maybe to go all out from the start, and it could set you up for maybe more pain and heartbreak. But if I'm about, you know, being passionate about what I feel, then maybe, you know, that's my game. Just
And you want to be. Yes,
Look, I don't mind you doing it. There's one thing that I believe. Because you must hold on. You must just be careful.
yeah.
Not open your mouth too fast. Slowly get there.
It's true.
Remember that, because she wants to say something. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what's important to her is that how you treat her, how you get things through her, how you show interest in her. When you show interest in her and less interest in yourself, then she thinks, oh, this guy puts me first. Interesting. But if you decide, you know what, I fly very, very, very often. I do this. What about me? Have you asked me what I like to do? That's what your grandmother always says that to me. We go out to a restaurant and say, right, I'm going to have this. Did you ask me what I want? That's what your grandmother says to me. After 57 years, did you ask me what I want?
Definitely.
Yeah. So you see, you understand? These are things that you must consider. That's all.
But now I'm going to give you those notes that I wanted to give you. I've got notes.
Gabby, you're falling asleep, my boy.
No, definitely not. I'm
Oh,
wide awake.
okay. Okay. I don't want you to fall asleep
Are
driving.
you falling
okay?
asleep?
Huh?
Are you falling asleep?
Not me, no. No. I very seldom. I don't sleep more than 4 hours a night. So.
Really?
Shame, man.
You know,
I struggle to fall asleep, and I sleep for 4
I
hours.
do
You know,
believe that.
and then I fall asleep here after breakfast. Fall
You know, I
asleep
think
here sitting on the
that
chair.
we do share a lot of the same interests, and I think that's important to have common interests and different interests, so that there are areas where you come together, and areas where you're quite happy to diverge, and you go to that side and she goes to that side.
Mm-hmm.
So there's room for all that
Also,
in a
another thing,
relationship.
a person throughout their life, you know, how old were you when you got married?
22.
22, and you, Nonnu?
I was
23.
23.
23.
Very young. Very
Wow.
young.
I'm 24 now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
when you're young, or when you're any age, through your life you're always changing. Am I wrong?
Definitely.
So even though marriage, in a way, it kind of maybe changes the pace of your changing, or in a sense, because there's some kind of like it does not freeze, but in a sense it like puts a few things in hold. You are still changing throughout your life.
Definitely.
Do you feel like the changes throughout your life, were they a challenge towards the relationship,
Yes.
or were they something, or were they changes that you went through together? Like, that's something that interests me, like the changes that you go through your life. Because I'm saying, like, right now, you've got something that's very important for you, so you want that in your girlfriend, or in the person you want to marry. But that thing that's important to you, it wasn't important for you last year, and maybe it won't be important for you in 2 years.
Yeah.
And
That
so
can well be.
to create an idea of what you want based on what you want at the moment is a very like narrow way of looking at life. So talk about that, about how that affected.
But it can be, I think that one needs to be open to change. You need to be open to the fact that as you mature, your ambitions change, your your role in work. For today, women and men work mostly. They both have careers or interests, and those can change over the years. And you also find that when you are newly married and you want to have a family, that focus on having children takes up a very big part of your life, of your energy, of your dedication. And often a partner, a male partner, can often feel pushed aside to some extent when you're busy having children. Because as we know, traditionally the woman's role is more as the caregiver, generally, but not necessarily today. I see particularly with Israeli men, they're very hands-on.
Nonnu, when you had kids, did you feel like you were pushed aside
No.
in a sense at all?
No.
No?
My country, I was very happy. I was granny. When Avi was born, it was wonderful. Okay, and then Granny was due to give birth to your mother, and she was in hospital. I used to take Avi, put him in the car. I had a little Simca. It's a small car that I had bought for Granny. I used to put Avi in his chair at the back in the back seat. I used to take him for a drive. And we used to go out everywhere. Avi and I. And then at night when he used to wake up, when your father used to wake up at night, we were crying, he was pain. I used to take him. I used to get up from bed. I used to go and sit in his room on a chair like this. I used to put him like this on my stomach, and I used to calm him down.
But
His
and
stomach
you didn't
against
feel,
mine.
didn't feel like suddenly you were given less attention.
Never. On the contrary, I was happy.
And you, Granny, did you feel like suddenly the relationship, you were given less place in the relationship because
No. We were both happy. There's one thing is that we did not have a big house. We did not have a lot of servants or anything like this. We had a small flat. And we had a maid who used to come. She used to come every day, didn't she? Yeah. That's all.
What are we talking about when we first got married?
No. When we were at the flat.
I think that change happens, and often couples don't grow at the same pace and move in the same direction.
Look, there's sometimes you can offend somebody if you want to, but not that it happened with me. But you walk in and say, "Hello, where's my baby? Where's my baby?" And your wife is there waiting for you to say hello to her and kiss her. And so you go to the baby. Yeah, you're not interested in what your wife says.
Was ever a problem.
We never had this problem in our place. So it's as long as you don't ignore each other.
But
Look, it's a marriage. You must understand one thing. You must work at it. Okay, it's not a natural thing. It's not natural. Okay, after 57 years, it still is not natural. It's not. It's not. We have. Okay, we have different ideas. We have. Sometimes Granny and I discuss here about certain things. Granny's got one idea, I've got a different one, so we start having an argument. Because we have different ideas. And that's after 57 years.
Yeah, that's how we know we're both alive. That we can do that. Not easy. There's no perfect arrangement of all this. And I take Rui as an example. Ruiki, just took a while. Didn't find anyone just in a minute. And then he found somebody who was compatible with all the things that he liked. And they both were beautifully synchronized.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful, and that's what one would hope for.
And you take your sister with respect. Look at the way she's always putting her husband ahead. My husband is this. My husband is busy. I better go home. My husband is coming, but no. Aurel is coming. I have to go. She puts her husband first. She in a general context. You understand what I'm saying? There are times when you must realize one thing. You drop yourself. You take yourself out of the equation, and your wife is your most important thing. That's what it is. That's all. And if your mother says, Jesus Christ, what did she cook for you? Another fried egg. Oh, can't she cook something else for you? Say, Mom, I loved it. That's what I wanted. And then your mother must keep out of it. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? The moment you get married, your spouse is your number one worry. It says you're worried for her. Your number one worry. if you're going to start putting her down in front of your mother, then you might as well not marry her. Marry your mother. No, that's what I'm saying. And the same with the other friends.
Okay, I've got one last question before I go. So when you got married, so just think back to like the chuppah, like under the, it was like a burning love, right? I don't know. Tell me.
Well, I don't know if it was burning, but it was okay. I got burnt.
But there was like
Why
a passionate.
are you afraid to say how much you were in love?
I was in love, of course I was in love.
Why are you afraid to
I'm
say
not
to
in
your
love,
man?
I'm just saying, he's using words, that's what it's burning.
Yes, okay.
It was a strong emotional attraction. It was like a strong feeling of love.
Yes, beautiful.
Throughout your life now, 70,
57.
57, sorry, 57
Yeah.
years later, do you ever feel that towards each other still?
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah?
and that we both fully in
I mean,
full
we
agreement.
walk together, we hold hands. Okay. We were sitting here watching the computer, the phone. We were holding hands. Okay. We're no different than when we got married 57 years ago. Is it true or not?
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I wish for us that we
Same.
yeah.
have that as well.
You will.
I
You
hope so.
will. I think that you.
Look at the way your father looks after your mother.
And your mother looks after your father.
Your mother looks after your
And-
mother cares
and-
about everybody in the
And
house.
yours
That's the story.
And
Your mother is a
Auntie's
superwoman.
also.
Okay, that's a different story. I
And
think so.
Auntie's mother.
And your mother also, the way she looks after everything, the whole thing. Your father is a nice, quiet Sephardi. I don't know why he's quiet, but anyway, he's a nice, quiet Sephardi. But your mothers look after your fathers.
But
So-
the men do as well a lot. I mean, I think so.
Mhm.
Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely. I think they both do. So does that answer you
Yeah.
in a way? So who you were under the chuppah, and you can still have the same philosophy and feeling 57 years later.
If you meet a girl and you see that she cares for you, I repeat, she cares for you. Okay, in inverted commas, she cares for you. I was, hello, how are you? She visits you when you're not well or whatever it is. Just say hello. So you see that she has an affinity towards you. What do you want to do? You want to meet a high society girl who's going to speak to you about the psychology of this or that, the other. Or you want to see a girl who's maybe doesn't speak about the psychology of this or the other, but she cares for you. That's what you must decide to have. Okay. I could have chosen rich girls, but Jesus, I would have had to work morning, noon, and night to keep them in the way in which they were used to it, with Papa paying for all sorts of things. I mean, just a sad. You must choose your what's that?
Not easy to make.
It's not easy.
But I mean, there's a
I
lot
mean,
of...
Anki, you know somebody who pays attention to you, or you Gabby, you got somebody who pays attention to you, just a friend, very good friend. Yeah. I had some very good friends also. I had some lovely friends. I had from the Congo. Unfortunately, they were in Belgium. In Belgium, I was in South Africa, so we never connected.
Well,
That's
fortunately for us, because we wouldn't be here if you did.
No, but I'm just saying that this is the. You understand what I'm saying? This is the way the faith takes you. But it happens.
It's not an easy journey, but it can be a very exciting one as well, and beautiful to love, to fall in love is a beautiful space to
One thing you must learn, that's what I always say. Never go to bed cross with your partner, with your wife, with your fiance, whatever it is. Never, ever. Because then you could start shit. Very often I feel like we're not going to bed with your grandmother because she's insulted me. She said to me that I'm doing this, that, and that. But then she says to me, come on, come to bed. I go to bed. Okay, you understand that? Good, I'm glad. Okay, you understand? There's give and take in life. And it's easier to give than to take. If you take, you demean the person in front of you. If you give, so what? What are you in a war? Have you seen the film The War of the Roses?
No.
You should see it, and you see what it does. It's about a couple who eventually decide to get divorced. It's actually there's a lot of fun in it. Okay, it's with what's the name? The short.
Supposed to be a comedy.
It's supposed to be a comedy, and at the end it turns out to be terrible. Terrible. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. It's like in a war. In a war, nobody wins. That's all. So rather than have a war, learn to look the other way. Learn to keep quiet. That's what I'm saying to you guys, okay? That's all I want for tonight. I'll think about a lot of things about another night.
I'll give you some notes.
Well, no, Gabby doesn't need those.
Of course he does. He reads the philosophers.
Huh? What do you say, okay?
I think I'm gonna go for a little run.
Are you, darling?
Yeah.
A run.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And for real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a little
Isn't
drive.
there a terrible wind outside?
It's actually lovely. It's
Oh,
raining. There's
okay,
nice rain.
okay. Gabsky, I'm happy that you could enjoy the grenadines.
Wow, did I enjoy them? Wow.
And I didn't even know that you were coming.
They were.
Just, I'm so happy. Moshi, your grenadine search was worth it.
It was worth it, huh? I'm glad I bought them.
Okay, I'm off.
Okay, my darling. It was
Thank you.
amazing to see you. And we'll see you Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Enjoy your eat. Don't be out too late.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling.
Look after yourself.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
Tomorrow.
No,
Ah, yes, of course, you live in the same town.
Right.
Yeah, you live back to back.